We're now going to use masked adjustments to brighten the eyes and lips. A mask constrains the adjustment to a specific area. Applying a camera raw mask adjustment is similar to painting white in an adjustment layer mask in Photoshop. So use the hand tool to change the view so that you can see the eyes like I have here. We're going to click the masking icon, which is right here. I'm not going to go through the tutorial. If yours opened up, just close it. The masking panel appears listing a new mask and a new brush in the italics because they have not been created. They will be created as soon as you use the brush. Notice that the edit settings that were under the histogram are now under a brush heading. When a mask adjustment is selected in the mask panel, the settings shown are for that selected adjustment, not for the entire image. You'll change brush settings to set up what this brush adjustment will do. You want it to increase the saturation of whatever you brush, in this case the irises of the eyes. So in the brush options, we are going to change the size to 2, feather 100, flow 50, density 100, auto mask is off. Scroll the brush settings until you see the color panel, and we're going to set the saturation to 70. Drag the brush tool over the irises to increase their saturation. So let's see if it's doing anything. If you think the irises are oversaturated, make sure brush 1 is still selected and reduce the saturation until it looks reasonable. Mask 1 no longer appears in italics because it has been created after you brushed. If you make many masks, naming them helps you identify them later. In the mask panel, double click mask 1 and we're going to rename it irises. Click OK. In the mask panel, select the Show Overlay button to enable it. A red overlay appears showing you where you brushed, so you can see where I brushed there before. If you see areas you did not intend to brush with the current adjustment, as long as the brush mask is selected, you can subtract areas from the mask by holding down the Alt on a Windows computer or Option if you're on a Mac key as you brush. Now you'll create another brush mask to desaturate the red corners of the eyes. In the mask panel, click the blue Create New Mask, and we're going to choose Brush. In the color panel, set the saturation to -50. And brush the red corners of the eyes. In the mask panel, double click Mask 1 and rename it Eye Corners. Click OK. Now you'll use another brush adjustment to brighten other areas around the eyes. In the mask panel, Click the Create New Masks. Choose Brush. Scroll the brush settings until you see the light panel, and we're going to set the exposure to +50. Brush over the white areas of the eyes, the irises, and the shadows above the eyes. So this white, we're going to brush over that. In the mask panels, double click Mask 1, rename it Eye Brighten. And click OK. Now step back and review your work. In the mask panel, click the eye icon. Hang on, click the eye icon. So when you click this and you look at your image, as you were doing stuff, you might not have seen it do much, but when you click that, you can see the changes that you've made. You should see something different as you do that. Evaluate whether you need to adjust anything and make any needed adjustments to that mask while it's selected. For example, if your exposure is too strong, make sure the Eye Brighten mask is selected and reduce the exposure value. You can experiment with how other light settings affect it. So, in Camera Raw, you can use masked adjustment that automatically recognizes skin on people so that it's easier to retouch skin without affecting the entire raw image. So, one thing I want you to do is screenshot this right here. I want to see that you've created these new masks. So screenshot this whole thing and save that image because you're going to send that to me. So set the view magnification to fit. In the mask panel, click the Create New Mask button. Choose Select People. Camera Raw searches for people in the image, which may take it a little bit of time. Then under Person Mask Options, a list of identified people appears. In this image, there's only one person. Mask 1 appears in the mask panel. You see that if you wanted to just do facial skin, you could do that. Body skin, eyebrows, you can do all kind of things. And it recognizes all of those. So make sure that face skin and body skin are selected and that all other options are deselected. And then Create. Camera Raw automatically isolates the face and body skin areas and creates masks for those areas. You didn't have to do any manual masking. It creates a new Mask 1 with separate body skin and face skin sub-mask for the person named Person 1. Make sure Mask 1 is selected. You'll need to see skin details, so set the view magnification to 100%. In the options for Mask 1, scroll until you see the Effects panel. Effects panel. Set the texture value to -30. You should see the skin texture become smoother because a negative texture value de-emphasizes detail. Again, if you think the adjustment is too much or too little, go ahead and adjust it while Mask 1 is selected in the Mask panel. In the Mask panel, double-click Mask 1 and name it Skin and click OK. Click the Edit button to close the mask panel and set the view magnification to fit so that you can review the entire image. You open an image from Bridge into Camera Raw and perform portrait retouching without opening Photoshop. If you need a finished copy to distribute, you can click the Save icon as you did with the mission buildings earlier in this lesson, which I need you to do. If you want to apply more advanced retouching techniques than Camera Raw can't do, you can click Open to convert the image into a Photoshop document and continue editing in Photoshop. But we're not going to do that. But for now, let's just make sure all the work you did in Camera Raw is saved. Click Done. Great work. The Done button saves, saves your changes and closes the Camera Raw file, returning you to Bridge. So you're going to send me your end product as well as those screenshots that I asked you to do. Which Camera Raw feature is not available when you use Camera Raw as a filter in Photoshop? Is it texture, clarity, crop tool, or all of them? It is the crop tool. Also, what is a benefit of using Camera Raw instead of Photoshop to create HDR or panoramic images? Process is simpler. You can see a preview. You can produce a DNG file, or all of those. It is all of those. So this concludes lesson 12.